Have you ever stood quietly and felt the unique rhythm of your own life? That first breath you took in the year you were born was not just a point in time. It was the moment a seed was planted, a seed containing a specific energy, a unique path, and a particular wisdom. In my tradition, we do not see this as a game of numbers. We see it as listening to the earth. Each rhythm, each vibration, speaks of a different current of life, its innate gifts, and the lessons it is here to learn. For those of you who have walked many seasons, understanding this rhythm can be a homecoming. It offers not just comfort, but a profound clarity, a new way to see the landscape of your own journey. I invite you to join me. Put away the need to calculate, and instead, let us learn to listen. Together, we will uncover the deep, silent music that has been playing within you since your first sunrise. Let us walk this path inward. What we find may not be a simple answer, but a deeper connection to the truth of who you are. This journey asks for your presence. Stay with it, and perhaps you will hear a whisper of guidance, a new inspiration for a life of peace, meaning, and quiet joy. When you feel a resonance, I invite you to share not just your path, but how you have walked it. Your story is a lantern for others. The first path, the path of the pioneer, holds the energy of the lone mountain. It stands with quiet strength, taking responsibility for its place in the sky. Its nature is to begin. For those of you on this path, your strength has always been within. Now, in the stillness of your later years, this strength can be turned inward. It is the practice of cultivating your inner landscape, while still meeting the world with an open heart, unafraid of the shifting seasons. Ancient wisdom teaches that true strength is not force, but the profound courage to be yourself, to follow the trail your own heart reveals, and to trust the ground beneath your feet, no matter the weather. The second path is that of the weaver. It carries the energy of the river that embraces the stone. It symbolizes connection, compassion, and the delicate dance of balance. This current reminds us that no tree stands alone. Its roots are intertwined with the forest. In our mature years, this truth becomes a source of great solace. Friendships, family, the community you have nurtured, these are the soil and water that sustain you. To understand and hold space for another is a practice as vital as the strength to stand alone. If this is your path, the teaching is to tend to your connections. Find your peace not in solitude, but in the empathy that flows between hearts. Connection is not a sign of weakness. It is the highest wisdom, the strength to see the self in the other and to build bridges with threads of light. The ancient way reminds us life is a path of balance, between leading and following, between the solitude of the mountain and the connection of the river. Here lies a practice for these two paths. For the pioneer, use your solitude not for isolation, but to chart a new inner map. What is one small, new beginning you can create for yourself today? For the weaver, dedicate time to the sacred art of listening. Share silence and stories with those you love. In understanding both the mountain and the river within, you align the inner with the outer. You begin to shape a life not just of existence, but of profound and peaceful meaning. The third path belongs to the Creator. It is the energy of a sun, lit spring, bubbling forth with joy and life. This current is a reminder that our journey is not a march of duty, but a dance of expression. If you walk this path, your nature is to share the light you feel inside. In my tradition, we honor this expression. Whether it flows through your words, your hands, your laughter, or the garden you tend, creativity is not for the few. It is the birthright of the soul. I invite you to find your own spring. Let its water bring play and lightness into your days. Sing, move, share stories with the young ones. This energy is the sacred antidote to shadow, keeping the heart fresh and the spirit open. The fourth path is that of the builder. It holds the energy of the bedrock, symbolizing stability, stillness, and the strong foundation upon which a life is built. This current is a quiet strength, especially as we seek peace in our later seasons. If this is your path, you are the roots of the ancient tree, the one others turn to for shelter and support. You find comfort in the rhythm of the days, the order of a peaceful home. This energy helps you tend to your own garden, to cultivate healthy practices and a feeling of grounded safety. A simple practice for these currents, for the creator, find one small channel for your joy today. For the builder, honor the sanctuary you have created. Nurture your home, your body, your relationships, and feel the deep pride in the foundations you have laid. But once in a while, I invite you to open a window and let in a new wind. Even a small change can refresh the quiet air of your temple. By embracing both the bubbling spring and the silent stone, you open yourself to a life where joy and stability flow as one. Every sunrise becomes an invitation to a new creation and a deeper peace. The fifth path flows with the energy of the wind. It embodies change, adaptation, and the spirit of freedom. If you walk this path, your soul feels most alive when it is exploring, learning, and moving beyond the familiar map. In the mature years, this energy is a precious gift. It reminds us that the river of life is never still. It always offers new currents to explore, regardless of how long we have journeyed. The masters of my tradition teach that an open mind is the key to a vital heart. A supple spirit allows us to navigate the changing currents of life, not with resistance, but with grace. It allows us to find joy in the unexpected. The fifth path carries a message: do not fear leaving the well-worn trail. Taste something new. Wander down an unfamiliar street. Even a small gust of change can bring a sense of renewal and vastness. The sixth path is that of the heartwood, the center of the tree that nourishes all its branches. It symbolizes care, family, and harmony. You are likely one who naturally tends to others, who offers shelter, wisdom, and a space of peace. In the Shaolin way, to care for another is the highest practice of wisdom and compassion. For in nurturing others, we nurture ourselves. For those who have walked many years, this path reminds you that your presence is a gift. Your wisdom, your experience, your stillness, these are cherished by your family, your friends, and your community. The old teachings say that harmony in our connections is the deepest source of inner peace. But remember, the heartwood must also receive nourishment. It is vital to find the balance between giving and receiving. Learn to ask for the sunlight and rain you need. A practice for these paths. For the walker of the wind, invite a small, fresh breeze into your day. Try a new food, follow a new thought. Join a conversation that stretches your mind. For the heartwood, offer your shade and strength to your family and friends. Nurture them with your presence, but also do not forget to care for your own roots. Nurture your health, your own quiet joys, and the balance of your own heart. By embracing the energies of both the wind and the wood, you open the door to a life full of new landscapes and deep, warm connections. Every day becomes an opportunity for growth and communion. The seventh path is that of the seeker. It holds the energy of inner wisdom, of stillness, and the spiritual journey. It is the call to occasionally withdraw from the noise of the world, to find the answers that lie in the silence within. In the later seasons of life, this path offers a special strength. It invites you to see every moment as an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to connect with your inner temple. In my tradition, we honor regular moments of solitude. This does not mean you must retreat to a monastery. It is found in a few quiet breaths, in observing your own thoughts without judgment, in simply being present with the trees and the sky. The eighth path carries the energy of the mountain, manifesting strength, guiding resources, and knowing one's deep worth. If this is your path, your life has likely been a journey of building, of achieving, of creating stability for yourself and for others. The ancient ones teach that true power lies in the balance between the vessel and the spirit. The material world has its deepest meaning when it serves inner peace and the well-being of the whole mountain range. In your mature years, this path brings a message. It is time to enjoy the view from the summit you have reached, but also to show others the way. Your experience, your knowledge, your wisdom, these can be a spring of nourishment for the generations that follow. A simple practice for the seeker. I invite you to create small pockets of silence in your day. Walk in nature. Sit with a cup of tea and just be. Keep a journal not of events, but of feelings. Your wisdom is a well from which the community can drink. For the one who walks the path of the mountain, organize your life so you may not only enjoy what you have built, but so you can empower others to build as well. Offer your guidance. Support the dreams of the young. By embracing the energies of silent wisdom and conscious creation, you open a door to a life of profound meaning and fulfillment. Your presence becomes a legacy. The ninth path holds the energy of the ocean, of compassion, completion, and a love that embraces all shores. If this is your current, your journey has weathered many storms, and this experience now offers you wisdom, understanding, and the ability to see the vast, interconnected map of life. This energy symbolizes the end of one great cycle and the quiet preparation for the next. It reminds you that you have gathered a treasure of lessons and love. This treasure is your ability to understand another's journey, to forgive, and to be a source of calm within your world. For the elders of this path, the message is to embrace all that you have been through, to see the storms not as scars, but as the shapers of your strength. Now is the season of release, of letting go of old anchors and opening your heart to new tides of joy. Your example is a lighthouse, and your capacity to love is a gift that nourishes all who know you. Here is your practice. Offer your wisdom through volunteering, guiding others, or simply by being a calm presence for those in need. Cultivate gratitude for every wave, both calm and rough. Allow yourself the deep joy of simple moments. Your stories hold the wisdom of the ocean. Share them. Through this journey of inner paths, we see how the rhythm of our beginning can be a source of strength and quiet inspiration. Each path, from 1 to 9, carries its own beautiful energy, yet the deepest lesson remains the same. True wisdom is found within. It is born from the courage to accept all parts of our story and to remain open to the sky, whatever our age. Remember, your path is not a boundary. It is a reminder of the rich soil of your own heart, from which peace, contentment, and a sense of deep purpose can grow in these mature years of life. Thank you for walking with me. I invite you to share in the space below, not a number, but the feeling of your path. Your journey, your wisdom, might be the very light that another is seeking today.